So today we are going to review a 2024 Porsche 911 Carrera 4. And so let's first get into the specs of this car. This car is powered by a 3.0 liter flat 6, which produces 379 horsepower and around 400 pound-feet of torque. This car has a 0 to 60 time of exactly 3 seconds with a top track speed of 182 miles per hour. And so those are the specs. Let's get into the details of this car. First thing you'll see about this Porsche 911 is the iconic bug eye headlights on each side, and then that beautiful Porsche symbol with this traditional style hood with these pieces that used to be vent air intakes on the original Porsches. And then as we come across the side of this car, you'll see these beautiful looking like shiny rims, which is a really cool thing. And then you'll have this almost wide body style appearance, which is also really cool. And then one of my personal favorite things about this car is this strip looking rear light that almost every new Porsche has, with these cool little exhausts on each side and the Carrera 4 symbol. And so yeah, those are the main details. And also this piece right here, this is exactly where the engine is. Air flows through there into the engine. And then this is like traditional. All Carreras, all 911 Carreras at least have had this. This lifts up into this really cool little wing, which is really neat to look at. And yeah, those are some of the main outside designs. And one of my personal favorite things about the Porsche 911, any 911 Carrera, Turbo S, they have 4 seats, but they're practical, fun, not overly expensive supercars. And yeah, and so let's go inside of this car. You have this cool little aerodynamic looking door. It would have been way cooler though if it had scissor doors. As we come to sit in this car, you'll see the traditional Porsche steering wheel that every model, the Cayman, the Cayenne, the Macan, the Panamera, Taycan, and of course, last but not least, the 911. They all have this beautiful, like, racy-looking Porsche steering wheel, which is one of my favorite things about this car. And I think it's just so beautiful, but simple. And then as we look to our side, right there, you have a $5,000 Burmester speaker, which is another cool option. So that means this car has been optioned pretty good. You have these beautiful Burmester speakers, and then you have this dashboard, these 5 circle pieces that show all that different stuff. And yeah, this car, like, it's way comfier than any other supercar I usually like. All the other supercars, like Ferraris, McLarens, like, they're nice, but they're definitely not as comfortable and practical as a Porsche 911. And if you're a 911 fan and you've went to the Porsche dealership, then you'll know what I mean. And yeah, you have this little storage pocket where you could store this little space where you could store stuff. I like this area a lot too. The way it slants upwards, you have this little gear shifter, reverse, neutral, and drive, and park, and then I'm not sure what M means. But yeah, I really like this car. And then as we look up, you have these little pieces right here. It's nice that they have a glass piece right there, because it just makes the 911 feel like a really good, fast, practical supercar. And yeah, it's just like really cool how it's 4-seater. It's not overly expensive, at least in the car world. It's not overly expensive. And yeah, that's one of my favorite things about it. You have this open roof type area which I also really love. And then let me show you some of the things about this car. There's also the armrest right here. You could option it to have any like Porsche logo or any of those things. One of the problems, though, I have a couple problems with Porsches. One, they kind of lack space. Like, this isn't that much space, really. You're gonna be able to fit your iPhone and not really anything else. And yeah. And also their lack of carbon fiber. Like, if this car had loads of carbon fiber, I would love it. Like, it would make it look so much nicer. And so, let's get out and I'll show you the back seats of this car. It's really easy to open. That's one thing I seriously love about the Porsche. Like, the doors are so easy to open. It isn't any radical hard thing to do. You know, like looking for all these weird looking buttons. And so let's get in this back seat so you could see what I mean. Okay, now you can get in the back seat. You'll pull this leather strap forward. Let me get in here. Close it up. One of the things I like is that when you pull the seat back, it doesn't come forward. That's what I don't like about Aston Martins, like Aston Martin DBS, Ferrari Roma. They come back. And as I'm sitting here, you'll see I'm 10. Well, I'm about to be 11. And there's actually a pretty good amount of space for me back here with the seats pulled forward. But yeah, overall, I have a pretty legit amount of space because I have a really nice amount of headroom. I'm gonna be like 12 or 13 when I'm gonna be like pushed up against here. But yeah, it has way more space, I'll tell you, than Ferrari Roma. And like, I love all cars, they're all really nice, but it's just I feel like the Porsche 911 is like best of the best, you know what I mean? And then you'll see these cool little windows right here, which I like a lot. I'm perfect height for them. You have these little seats on each side that are pretty comfy, I guess you could say. Have that little speaker right there with a light, just in case you want to read your book, you could put it right there. And yeah, really this car, it's really simple because like you don't have overly too much stuff in it, and it's just the perfect combination of like smoothness and then like sharp design and nice design, if you know what I mean. And then let me try, of course, like with all cars, the seat belts. And since this is new, it's gonna of course have really nice seat belts. Yep, it stays like perfect here. I have a legit amount of arm room. Like, unless I'm like this, I'm not gonna fit. But like this, I'm perfect. And yeah, that's really some of the main things. You have a small amount of storage space back here too. And so let me go out and I want to show you this one cool little thing. One of the cool little things about this car. And as we come around here, like, this is probably one of the most beautiful cars in my opinion, the Porsche 911. And let me show you one of the really neat little things that I found out only like a couple days ago. Or no, like a month ago, last time we went to Porsche dealership. This just looks like a piece of the dashboard, right? But if you press this in, it comes out for a perfectly functionable and actually quite radical handle. Cup holder, which is a really neat thing, but you have to kind of push it up and push that back in. That's a really cool thing. Let's open this. You have a legit amount of space, way more than the Ferraris. Yeah, legit amount of space. You have your little light right there. And in the passenger seat, we also have a legit amount of space here. It's really nice. It's like driving in a super comfortable, overly nice Ferrari. And yeah, you'll see a Carrera 4 symbol right there. Across there, 911 Carrera 4. which is really neat. I seriously don't know what you're gonna use this for, unless you're putting like a stick or something like that. But yeah, let me get out of this car and let's near the end of the video. I love the way it clicks when you close it. That's a really cool thing about this. And then you have this oval thing. Look at that. It opens like that. That's one other cool thing. That's how you open the fuel cap. And so let's come around to the front and end this video. I hope you liked this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. And as always, make sure to watch till the end and see the rest of those videos in there. You're gonna see Cullinan, Rolls-Royce Cullinan, and Bentley Bentayga video. And yeah, I hope you like this video and see you next time.